What's your relationship like with MI? Is there
We've not been in touch for a long time, which is almost same for me and Jesse or me and Ice as well. Um, it's I think this story is always going to be one of those ones where somebody be like, yeah, we just there's always something else somebody wants to know, and but we don't have control. We don't have control of these things. We all just decide how we choose to proceed with our journeys, and I don't know. I don't think it's a conversation we'll ever be able to have completely. You know, I'm just looking forward to a more decisive action from us, the creatives. And this also includes Chocolate City, which I will do the rest of us, because it's been a minute. It's been a minute, and nobody has died since then. Nobody has really given up on their dream since then, and so I believe everyone has done exactly what they intended for themselves ever since. So yeah, there's no beef whatsoever. I'm actually looking forward to making music with maybe MI again. You know, that would be freaking amazing. When we met, it was music was a connection, but survival sort of took control of the energy, and I still want to revisit that moment and just make music for the love of it, just for the fun of it. You know, yes, definitely, because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about just making music. So I'm still looking forward to that.
seeing how far you've come since you left Chocolate City? Looking back, do you really believe that was the right move?
Absolutely. It was drown or swim. Aside from the internal fracas, the industry was flooded with younger talents, and many of them came with money. And everything we thought we could spend money to buy, some people were already on the scene who were going to spend more money to get these things. And so I knew that it was music. Music was all that was left, and that was what eventually saved me in the end. So yeah, it was a great choice.
People always argue about whether artists should use their platforms to talk about the problems of the country, social activism and all that. Do you think that that's required of creatives? Is it a requirement? Is it something they should?
What's required of creatives is expression. Simple. I would most likely have a song or two about social conscious song or social political song on my albums, because I was born and raised in the ghetto. So no matter what I write, some of that from my past will always filter in, and then I'll put a line or a verse here about how the country is, because I live here. I'm like 100% Nigerian all my life, and so yes, but expression is the most important thing. Tomorrow I might decide to make an album where I don't say a word about a politician. Yeah, it could just be a pop album, it could be anything. It could still be a mixture of everything. So yeah, the most important for creatives is expression. Whatever expression is genuine and real to the creative, let them bring it to the table. Because while the older people, the people paying the bills, want to be reflective and drive their cars and listen to slow songs by Brymo, what will the teenagers listen to? Somebody has to still dance. What will the DJs play in the club? So I think we sort of drag it a bit too much when we start saying that the lyrics is shit here, the music is bad, this. It is an industry. Everything goes from mediocre to professional, from professional back to mediocre. It's a mix and pot. While some people are running scales and singing sofas, some people are just literally having fun. And there's market for everything. So we should not disrupt the balance. All of this argument we've been having since 2013 is simply about balance. There was so much importance being put into so-called commercially viable music, but we didn't show up to say that it needs to stop. We are saying that there should be balance, because there are people, hardworking people who pay the bills of those people dancing to those other songs, who would just relax and listen to slow music. So for those of us who want to dedicate our time to writing this poetry and these metaphors and creating these scales, it is just balance that we seek. I just believe that there should be adult content in Nigerian music. The same way you watch Hollywood and you see rated 18, rated 16. That's exactly how the music out there is rated. which is the reason why when you release an album online, you see explicit. Explicit is as good as saying this is adult content. So why should we act like that's not something that's real? It is real, you know. Some people need to create content for adults. Some people need to write sex songs for fathers, and they'll listen and be like, I know what that guy is talking about. And the kids will be like, Daddy, what is he saying? I was like, don't worry, it's not for you. It needs to feel that way, you know. We need to have that, you know. I feel like too many grown folks, too many parents are zombies in this country because their children are having all the fun and they're just working and paying bills for them. And I'm just one of those people who feel like more parents need to go to concerts and have fun and go with their wives and tell the kids to sit at home and sleep and just go and have fun, you know. Rated 18 concerts, comedy shows, we need more and more of those, you know. So yes, I think balance is the most important.
There was an issue recently about an artist, YC. He came online talking about his former record label, having problems with them, not getting a dime from the streams. And that seems to be like a recurring story in the music industry. How can artists protect themselves when they are getting into business with record label? How can they protect themselves? You've been on both sides. You've been in record label.
Can you really protect yourself? The circumstances when you are trying to get out there, they are very different from after you become successful. The chances that you will not know anything about how the music industry works before you get in, the chances are very high. If we expect people to read thoroughly and do complete research before signing deals, nobody will get signed. And while the guys who can read are busy doing research, all the guys who can read are signing off. Nobody's going to wait. It's like it's an engine. You will always find out more after you get in. So I think the person who truly needs to be a bit more honest, to be a bit more forthcoming is the record labels. If you, the person, the talent, why do talent sign to record labels? Because talent can't do businesses. That's always what it boils down to. Somebody is a creative, but they cannot sell it. There's somebody who can sell it. So whose job is it to work out the numbers? It's the businessman. It's the businessman who gets to decide the prices of records. It's the businessman who gets to decide whether radios are paying mechanical royalties or not. Because where does he plan to get where does he plan to recoup from? How does he even plan to share percentages to the artist if he does not even know how to sell the music? You know, so there's literally no way you can protect yourself for the artist. And however, for artists who have been there before, you can probably speak up more about it, and so that some younger artists will know that it's not a shining, it's not a smooth road ride. It can get rough, you know. And what else? For artists who can't seem to get royalties back, maybe the royalty is not that much. I don't know, man. But from my experience, it sort of turns out to be that how it looks over and over again. And I just feel like most important thing here is the need to be able to let go sometimes, and the passion for your work. You will get in trouble. Even if you read the contract word for word, you will still sign bad deals. And when the time comes and the other person does not want to let go of what you think is yours, it's a talent, it's an album or two, I think the best thing is just to move forward and make another. You know, keep the hunger. Make another album, make another album, make another album. And there's just no other way around it. The love and the passion for the music must have to be enough to propel you forward. If it's not enough, maybe you need a new job. You know.
What would you say are the major problems of the Nigerian music industry, and also what changes would you like to see?
There are plenty.
That's why we're here.
Problem plenty. Well, I think first of all we need legislation. We need some kind of legislation. We need some kind of how do I put it? For instance, when we talk about mechanical royalties and we say radios need to pay mechanical royalties, the reason we're having that conversation is because there's a law in place in the first place that says that they have to pay for the music they use. So if there is legislation, a law that puts a system in place where artists just don't just release music sporadically. They just show up, record a song and throw it on air anytime you like. I remember having a little deal with an American record label in the past, and after we had mixed, mastered, submitted, the album was ready and done. We had to wait another 3 months to release in the US. It's a law. There's a process they have to take it through. And I think that process will probably involve tagging the song before it goes on radio. The copy of song is on the same on all radios, and then they can probably count airplays, you know.